Hello, Mashpee. This is your Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Hanscom, here to talk about the upcoming Blue Falcon Theater Company play, The Bookstore. And with me, I have some of the members of the cast. And we're going to talk a little bit about the play, their experience in it, and let you know how you can come and see it. So we're going to start with introductions. So if you don't mind going around and saying, you can say your name, your grade, and the part you play.
So my name is Eve Main. I'm an 11th grader, and I play Rachel.
I'm Victoria. I'm 11th grade, and I play Jane and Miss Witherly in the play.
And I'm Lily. I'm in 9th grade, and I play Marie, Ellen, and there's one more, but I forget who.
As long as you remember the lines, it's probably okay. So The Bookstore, I have not heard of this play before, and I wonder, I don't know if the folks watching have either. Would somebody be interested in giving us just a little synopsis? What's the play about?
So neither did I. I walked into AP Human Geography one day, and Mrs. Reynolds said, "I have our play," and I said, "That sounds great. What is it?" So basically, the whole story of the play is, so I play Rachel, who basically her great aunt died, and she inherited this magical bookstore from her aunt. And so basically, we start off the play, and I meet this girl named Candace, who is played by Piper Mildy. And Candace is the manager of the bookstore, and she runs this whole thing. And it's basically, this whole entire play is about how Rachel doesn't really know what to do with the bookstore. She's kind of in an abusive relationship at the beginning. And basically she goes through this whole kind of figuring out herself, and someone's trying to buy the bookstore, and she's trying to figure out what is this whole bookstore? What is it about? What happens here? How special is it to some people?
Okay, so I have a question on that, because the way you described it, I'm not sure if it's a drama or a comedy. It sounds like a magical bookstore, I would think, is comedy, but you're talking about some serious themes, in terms of the relationship and figuring out who you are. So how would you categorize it?
This morning I said it was a dramatic rom-com because we have so many love stories going on in this with comedic attitude in it. So a dramatic rom-com.
I like that. Is there a movie or play that is sort of more well-known that you would equate the feeling of this play to?
I don't think I have anything, no.
That's actually exciting, because when you come and see this, it's going to be like nothing you've ever seen, which is awesome.
Exactly.
How many kids are in the cast?
We have, I think there's 10, about 10.
And then backstage, do you know?
Backstage, we don't know.
Okay. And Mr. Zuaro is co-directing with
He is
Ms. Reynolds.
co-directing.
Well, yes.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. When do you rehearse?
We rehearse every day after school. Usually we start around 4 o'clock. We usually finish about 6.
That's a lot. When do you do your homework?
When we get home, whatever time we have.
Well, that's very great dedication. So when is the show? I think we want to make sure people know when it runs so that they can come and see it.
The show is December 15th and 16th here at the high school at 7 p.m. and 2 p.m.? No. 7 p.m.
So Friday night at 7 p.m. and
Yep.
Saturday night at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
And how much are tickets?
I believe they're $5.
$5, and you can get them at the door?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
going to be sold at the door.
So what has been the best part of being a part of the bookstore so far?
I mean, I just feel like a lot of times our characters really relate to us. Rachel is a very lost person, and she's trying to find herself, and I think I can really relate to that in the different ways, and then eventually she kind of comes out on top. So,
Any other thoughts of how it's been, like your favorite part of the show?
Well, I really like the fact that we're all able to play very diverse roles. We have very different characters in the play, and it definitely shows a wide range of people that can relate to the story, Yeah. And there's a lot of characteristics within the show that kind of make it a lot more alive.
So it's something we can all sort of identify with. how is it playing multiple roles? Do you feel confused sometimes?
I have this giant break in the middle, which is really helpful. But other than that, I'm on almost like once every 3 scenes. And it gets confusing, but as long as my other scene partner knows their lines, I can build off that.
That's fantastic. So to wrap up, what is like each of you, one sentence that tells the audience why they should come see the bookstore on Friday, December 15th or Saturday, December 16th at 7 p.m. at the Mashpee Middle High School?
I would just say it's a Celeste Reynolds production. It's going to be hilarious. She never fails, even though she can't be with us right now, and we really miss her. She never fails to let any of us down. And she works time and time again to just put on these amazing productions.
I think that the story that it's trying to put across and the message can be interpreted differently among each person, and I think that depending on how they take it, it can be a very good message to take it, you know?
It's fun theater, and who doesn't love fun theater, you know? Yeah, it's a bunch of laughs, and I think you'll like it.
I am very excited to see it. I will be embarrassingly loudly cheering. Victoria, Eve, and Lily, thank you so very much for coming and sitting with me and sharing what you're doing with the bookstore with our worldwide community. And we really can't wait to see the show. And I guess I'll end with Break a Leg. Thanks, everybody.